good. Let me tell you your future.
What if Sagittarius man marries Virgo woman? Sagittarius man and Virgo woman compatibility rating is 35%. The relationship between a Virgo and a Sagittarius is not a usual happy ending emotional story. There are many challenges in their way, the biggest being their emotional lack of understanding and their possible lack of respect. Still, when they find a way to show emotions and share them in the same pace and in an understandable way, they could actually have a lot of fun together. Their communication is often exciting and they both have a lot to say to each other, but their rationality may distract them from an actual search for love. If they discover how well they complement each other, they might be able to stay together for a long time. Love compatibility between Virgo woman Sagittarius man. How compatible are Virgo women and Sagittarius men mentally, emotionally and sexually? This can be an odd pairing, for the Virgo woman is steadfast and practical, while the Sagittarius man is brash and unpredictable. The female virgin takes her time making decisions and the male archer leaps forward without considering the consequences. If the Virgo woman Sagittarius man pair are to stay together in a relationship, compromise is key. This love match can only work if both are willing to make the first move. Virgo and Sagittarius sexual compatibility is 30%. When it comes to physical intimacy, Virgo and Sagittarius don't make a great match. The fiery archer is passionate, fun, and can laugh through awkward moments and embarrassing bedroom mishaps. Perfectionist Virgo, on the other hand, is a total overthinker. Although they're definitely not conservative in bed, they like to do things on their own terms, and only when they're feeling confident and ready. The pushiness of Sagittarius may be a complete turnoff for Virgo. On the flip side, the fiery energy in the bedroom might make the earthy Virgo uncomfortable. Both Virgo and Sagittarius are willing to experiment in bed, so that's one area where they're compatible. However, it will take some time for Virgo to fully open up and express their inner sexual desires to their partner, and again, any pushiness will turn them off. But once trust is established, these two can have a good time together. Just like all mutable sign combinations, these partners could have a lot of fun. Even though Virgo can be quite demanding and critical, especially from the point of view of Sagittarius, their sex life can be satisfying for both. The good thing about their connection lies in a fact that these signs are ruled by planets that also rule their opposing signs. This means that they will feel attraction and a need to begin a sexual relationship in the first place. The main problem here is in the difference in their elements. Virgo is an earth sign, and as such, doesn't often take too many risks. Sagittarius is a fire sign, and they will passionately force things until they reach their goal. This doesn't work well in their sexual contact, for Virgo might feel pushed into things they don't want to do, and Sagittarius might be turned off by the practical and static nature of Virgo. The most important thing these partners should remember is that they both need room to be who they are. With two such giving people, sex life comes down to who will satisfy whom best, as soon as they deal with unrealistic expectations. Virgo and Sagittarius trust compatibility is 1%. If you dig for the biggest problem in the relationship between a Virgo and a Sagittarius partner, you will realize that it is their lack of trust, not only in each other, but in their entire relationship. As friends, they can be unshakable about their convictions and hold on to some traditional values together, but as soon as they start a romantic relationship, both of them seem to start feeling trapped. Virgo doesn't look like a zodiac sign that will easily feel trapped, but their mutable quality makes them impatient and always in search for change. They cannot be held in one place for long, any more than a Sagittarius can. The main difference being the degree of sacrifice they are willing to make. Out of these emotions, both partners will start feeling the need to be with someone different, and this is a relationship with probably the biggest potential for adultery, unless incredible guilt stops them first. Communication followed by mutual respect is their only chance of building a trustful bond. What the Sagittarius man dislikes about Virgo woman. How intensely structured she is. Virgo loves order and hates when things are chaotic. She puts a lot of effort into structuring her life in order to avoid any disorder from creeping in. Sagittarius thrives on variety and spontaneity and likes a little chaos in his routine. He's so easily bored that it keeps things interesting to him. Virgo's routine, while perfect for her, might drive him up the wall. That she can be a worrier. Virgo is known to be the biggest worrywart of the zodiac, and Sagittarius often the least. He understands that she likes to be cautious, but he hates when she rains on his fun parade with her cautious reserves or gets herself worked up over hypochondriac fears. Her critical nature. Virgo can be hard on herself and has high standards for her partner. With Sagittarius, she may grow critical if he slacks at all with goals and responsibilities. Easygoing Sag won't like any critical or angst-provoking energies. When she becomes cold and withdrawn, fire sign Sag likes to be expressive, passionate, and act on his emotions as soon as they arise. Virgo doesn't open up so easily, especially in the early stages of a relationship. And she may withdraw deep into herself when hurt. His open and direct nature may clash with her here. When she's high-strung, Virgo gets wound up sometimes and can have a hard time letting loose. When stressed, her anxiety shows up as high-strung, very critical, and insecure behavior. Sag is far more laid back and may have a hard time interfacing with her stress modes. Her attempts to dictate his life. Ever critical, you can bet that Virgo will zero in on any shortcomings that Sagittarius has. Although well-intentioned, she wants to help him, she can end up trying to push things on him that he doesn't like. Sagittarius is mutable and doesn't mind compromise, so he can work with her, but doesn't like his life being dictated to him. Her tendency towards introversion. Virgo, as an earth sign, favors spending time at home with lots of calm downtime, while fiery Sag loves to be out on the town and rarely spends time at home. He probably wishes she'd accompany him on more social outings. What Virgo woman dislikes about the Sagittarius man? His compulsiveness. Sagittarius prefers to act on a whim without really going over all of the details. He does this for small decisions as well as big ones. The Virgo woman is quite the opposite, as she is highly methodical and organized. She makes sure to assess and establish a plan before taking any action. So his brashness might not sit well with her. When he's not detail-oriented, Sagittarius is always looking at the big picture in life, and because of this he often misses out on the small details. He can be a bit sloppy, and often leaves a string of failures and missed opportunities behind him. This doesn't bother him so much, as he always has some new opportunity brewing. But it does irritate the ever-organized Virgo. She can become angered by his chaotic, all-over-the-place standards. His blind faith. Sagittarius is idealistic and has faith in the inherent goodness of people. He is benevolent and expects others to be just as he is. Virgo is much more cynical of situations and people. Her cynicism has served her well in life, and she may wish that Sag was a bit more discerning at times, too. His carelessness with money. Sagittarius is able to make money quite easily, and he is very generous and liberal in his use of it. This is fine for him, as he always believes more of it will come. Jupiter rulership. Virgo is quite different, and frequently stingy with her money. As an earth sign, she is resource-minded and ever cautious about maintaining good bookkeeping. She can be critical of Sagittarius's spendthrift ways, especially if he's prone to gambling with his funds, or being financially irresponsible in other ways. His reluctance around commitment. Sagittarius fears being tied down or tamed. He wants to roam the world freely. This doesn't mean he doesn't want to have a life partner. He is an idealist and deep down he wants a soulmate. So even if the Virgo woman is right for him, he can be very slow about showing any committal feelings. It takes the Virgo woman showing him over and over that she won't constrain him or keep him on a tight leash before he softens to the idea. Sagittarius man, Virgo woman, marriage and family life. The sexual chemistry between a Sagittarius man and a Virgo woman may tempt them into marrying before they are ready. A Sagittarius man can be impulsive, and despite her critical eye, a Virgo woman can sometimes see her partner through rose-colored glasses. A Virgo woman will generally stay in a marriage once she has committed to it, even if there are problems. A Sagittarius man is less likely to do so, however. The success of their marriage will depend, in large part, on his willingness to stick around rather than to run. If he does decide to stay, they will be able to have a good relationship, despite their differences. Indeed, these very differences can help them bring out the best in each other. A Sagittarius man has the tendency to be impulsive and overconfident. The modest practicality of a Virgo woman will help him to think things through before he charges forwards. Likewise, a Virgo woman can be overly cautious and lack confidence, and a Sagittarius man can help her to proceed with courage even when she is nervous and self-conscious. If they have children, their ability to co-parent will depend upon how well they are able to manage their differences. If they are able to do so, they will balance each other well as mother and father. A Virgo woman will tend to be rather strict and overly critical, while a Sagittarius man will often be too lenient and overindulgent. Together, they will be able to strike the right balance between these two extremes. The success of their marriage solely depends on their commitment to their marriage. Virgo man and Sagittarius woman can provide each other with balance if they value their marriage vows and have a happy married life together. Virgo and Sagittarius emotional compatibility. Initially, Virgo and Sagittarius will be good to each other. Virgo will do anything for Sagittarius, and Sagittarius will be a generous and affectionate partner in return. They'll enjoy getting to know each other, likely bonding over long discussions about life, current events, and past experiences. Virgo will love hearing about Sagittarius' many wild adventures, and Sagittarius will appreciate having someone who is genuinely interested in hearing about them. However, these two will soon find that they want different things in a relationship. Virgo wants a partner who'll call when they say they will, show up on time, and will be there for them when they need them. Although Sagittarius isn't known for being flaky, they're busy doing their own thing. They'll be here one weekend and gone the next. Sometimes, their partner won't even realize until they get a "miss you" text with a photo attached. Sagittarius is also the type to brush things off with a joke, which can come off as insensitive. If Virgo doesn't feel like their partner cares about their feelings, they won't feel truly secure in their relationship and won't open up emotionally. Once Virgo starts acting cold towards Sagittarius, the Archer won't hesitate to leave. To them, relationships should be warm and satisfying, not emotionally draining. If they feel like they're being weighed down in any way, they may move on. The biggest potential problem areas in a Virgo-Sagittarius relationship. The Virgin and the Archer make a challenging match because they have different ideas of what a relationship should look like. According to Garbus, they just want different things. Virgo thinks that Sagittarius should drop everything and be with them, and that is just not Sag's nature, she says. Sagittarius wants to explore, while Virgo wants to settle. This is going to be the root of many issues this couple will have. If Virgo constantly pushes for more time spent together, Sagittarius will respond by pulling away. Communication styles may pose another problem area for this pair. These two can definitely bicker, and it always ends with Sag taking off, Garbus says. Although Virgos don't mind constructive criticism, Sagittarius' penchant for brutal honesty may come off hurtful. and secretly sensitive Virgo may internalize their partner's harsh comments. On the other hand, Virgo's well-meaning attempts at helping their partner might seem like nagging to Sagittarius, the one thing they hate most about being in a relationship. Overall, Virgo and Sagittarius are considered to be an incompatible zodiac match. They'll have great conversations and can develop a nice friendship, but making a romantic relationship work will be pretty tough. At the end of the day, Virgo wants stability and Sagittarius loves being free. They'll have to work hard at finding a middle ground if they want their relationship to last. Virgo and Sagittarius communication and intellect percentage is 65%. There is so much to say when Virgo and Sagittarius come together, and even though these partners might spark each other's need to talk excessively, all the time, they will both feel quite good about it. If they hit the zone of real understanding, they will be excited about the use of their minds and the beautiful conclusions and philosophy they can create together. Virgo will bring all the little pieces into their intellectual connection, while a Sagittarius will have vision and help create a bigger picture. Even though they don't complement each other anywhere close to their opposing signs, the intellectual excitement will be equally important to them from the start. The most relevant fact for these partners to remember is that their respect is the most important thing to hold on to. If they disrespect one another, Virgo will observe their Sagittarius partner as a weirdo, stupid enough to run away from anything that has depth, while Sagittarius will look at their Virgo partner as a weirdo, stupid enough to hold on to irrelevant things. They need to remember that each of them has a different role, and that for each role, these stupid characteristics represent the best possible base. How to improve this relationship? The Virgo-Sagittarius bond has low love compatibility, but you can make for happy partners with just the right seasonings and effort. From the beginning of the Virgo-Sagittarius relationship, the couple can argue. Usually this is settled without problems and they achieve harmony. Both must learn to highlight and value the good characteristics they have, downplaying the bad ones. This does not imply denying reality, of course, but it should not be a relationship where there are constant recriminations because they will not work that way. It is difficult to maintain a link between these two signs since they have different ways of seeing the world and different ways of approaching romantic relationships. This can create constant friction over time. To top it all, these features are too built into each one, and therefore it will be very difficult to change them so as not to disturb the other. Therefore, dialogue is important in this relationship, to detect these problems and find ways to overcome them.
To get your daily prediction updates from our team of psychics, subscribe to Highest Good and click on the bell notification and never miss a prediction.